All right, move the video up a little bit quick. Okay, I'm the shock exchange, of course, and this is Trump and the GE. This is Georgia Republicans subpoena Fani Willis, Nathan Wade text messages. So the saga in Fulton County, Georgia continues. It's one of the DA in Georgia in Fulton County, Fani Willis, filed a RICO charge against Donald Trump and several co-defendants regarding so-called election interference. That case has been put on hold, like several other cases, to after the presidential election. And Trump actually mentioned her last night on the debate with Kamala Harris, said that the Democratic Party has weaponized the DOJ and DAs around the country, including Fani Willis, to go after him as a political ploy to punish Biden and Kamala Harris's political opponents. And so the goings on in this case is that the defendants trying to get the case dismissed, a high-profile case, and they're saying that Fani Willis paid her special prosecutor Nathan Wade like $750,000, which is above and beyond what the services he provided. He used the extra money as a kickback to her in the form of vacations and romantic dinners and trips on cruises around the world, and that they have a romantic relationship, which is inappropriate. She testified. She testified that they did go on trips, and they did have a personal relationship, but it started before the Trump trial, and that she reimbursed him. She reimbursed the money with cash that she had on hand. She keeps cash on hand or something. It's a black thing. The white judge and the public wouldn't know much about it. So anyway, so she skirted those allegations of inappropriate, using the money, overpaying Nathan Wade and then getting a kickback, which benefited her personally, which is not allowed. You're not supposed to use your position as DA for personal gain. And so she skirted those allegations because nobody could really prove that she didn't reimburse Wade with cash. But the judge just said the proceedings had an air of mendacity. You don't want your name and the words air or mendacity used in the same sentence. So anyway, it was a black eye for the state of Georgia. The black eye, I think, for the DA's office in Fulton County. And now the Republicans are launching their own investigation. The Georgia Republicans are launching their own investigation into Fani Willis. And they're trying to subpoena her text messages going back 5 years. So this is what this is from Newsweek. It says, Atlanta prosecutor Fani Willis is refusing to hand over 5 years of texts she exchanged with boyfriend Nathan Wade, the attorney she hired to prosecute Donald Trump election fraud allegations. In a court filing, Willis's lawyer states that a Georgia Senate committee has subpoenaed the texts regardless of subject, and collecting them would be an immense burden on Willis's office. The Republican-led committee has also subpoenaed 5 years of emails between the pair to assess if Willis improperly hired Wade to prosecute the former president. The subpoena's broad demands to produce documents are profoundly harmful to the prosecution. Quote, for example, the subpoenas seek every single email between Petitioner Willis and former Special Prosecutor Wade for the last 5 years, end quote, according to the filing by Willis's attorney, Roy Barnes. Quote, by its own terms, this request seeks privileged documents concerning the prosecution, end quote. It says, quote, subpoenas also seek every text message exchange between Petitioner and former Special Prosecutor Wade for the past 5 years, regardless of their relevance to any legislative purpose. Even if Petitioner were to direct her office to provide only a privilege log for such documents, the financial and temporal burdens to comply with the subpoenas would be immense, end quote. It says a privilege log will assess whether the emails and texts are protected by attorney privilege. So they're saying that they can't comply with the request, and she's not going to appear in front of pursuant to this proceeding. She's not going to reply to the request because it's enormous. Well, if you get text messages going back 5 years before the Trump trial, and come to find out their relationship started before the Trump trial. Then she may have perjured herself. And Nathan Wade's business partner, Terrence Bradley, I think he was the one who tipped off the defense attorneys for the defense. He was the one who tipped them off that they had a relationship. No way that the defendants would know anything about the nature of their relationship. Terrence Bradley tipped them off that they had a relationship and that it was inappropriate. He was wondering if he was in trouble, if he needed a lawyer. That's how scary Terrence Bradley was. He also said that the relationship began before the Trump trial. So I'm not quite sure the significance of that. It is significant now after she testified that the relationship began after the trial started. But if it actually began before the trial started and she perjured herself, that could be an issue. So when you get those text messages and emails going back 5 years and it doesn't jibe with what she and Nathan Wade told the jury a few months ago, that could be a problem for her professionally and personally, and also for the defendants, it could get her disqualified from the case. That's the main thing. Trump and the defendants want her disqualified from the case. If she gets disqualified, the case is over. No other DA is going to take on this case. No other lawyer in the state of Georgia is going to take on this case and be associated with this nonsense. No lawyer wants his or her reputation besmirched or a career jeopardized by a witch hunt. Something appears to be a witch hunt or a case surrounded by an Arab dynasty. So that's the latest. Georgia Republicans not messing around. They're subpoenaing the text messages and the emails. And I don't think this is going away anytime soon. So we'll see. But the bigger picture is if they can get this case disqualified, maybe even if they can get her put out of office and have another DA, another person beat her in an election, this Trump trial is over. The Young Thug trial is over immediately. So that's Trump and the G. Thank you. Thank you for listening.